Hello, everyone. I had to start a new version, so I hope I'm going to just go on my camera and say, sorry, just give me 1 second here. I know people are probably on my other stream looking for me. Hopefully you guys can find me. I really hope you guys can find me. I'm so sorry. And hopefully you can hear me okay on this one. Wow, that was good old live, I have to say. I can see my volume on this one, so I think it's working. Yay! Oh, Sophie, that's such good news. Thank you for coming. I was just saying that this live thing is it's a challenge. Don't try it for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Well, at least you're here, Sophie, and I hope the others will get here soon too. Thank you so much for coming and joining Spin the Wheel. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties, but now I really want a cocktail, like really badly. Thank you. Thanks, Sophie. So I was telling this like really long, elaborate, good story, and I'm going to share it again. So basically, if you haven't come to my Spin the Wheels before, I'll just give a very quick spiel. So I started the Spin the Wheel earlier this year because we had to go into lockdown or quarantine, and I wanted something fun to do. So I started it on Instagram, and it started with everyone voting on a cocktail that I would make. So they would vote on the flavor and they'd vote on the alcohol. So the flavors being sweet, savory, bitter, and sour. And then the alcohols being tequila, rum, whiskey, gin, vodka. Oh, I can't even remember them now. Anyway, so those were the options, and then people could pick each week. So we made like, I think 7 or 8 cocktails. If you go back to my Instagram, you can see I've tagged all the stories in my highlights, and they're in my feed as well. We made some really good cocktails. And then this fall, I started a YouTube channel, Whole Foodie Challenge. You can see my other videos on it. And from there, I decided to make other like wintry cocktails for Spin the Wheel. So yeah, that's where we're at. Basically, long story short, we've made 2 other cocktails. Last week we did like a cranberry gin drink, and then the week before we did like pear bourbon. It was like very much like an apple cider. You could drink it warm or cold. So you can see my other videos for that. This week, oh, my dad's even here. Thanks, Dad. You missed all the technical difficulties. So this week, everyone voted and they wanted tequila and sweet. So we're going to do a tequila sweet cocktail. And what I was saying before no one could hear me, was I thought it would be fun to like do a little bit of research and try and figure out where where cocktails came from. And so I wanted to do, with sweet and tequila, I wanted to do a margarita. So I started like getting into the research to figure out where it came from. And what was really interesting is, well, first of all, they don't really know where the cocktail came from. And they said there was like a bunch of different stories in the research that I looked at. And it was all, a bartender trying to impress a girl, which made me laugh because isn't that how like most drinks are created? When I was I went to Mexico like this time last year with my mom, there was this amazing bartender at our resort, and he would make up these crazy cocktails for me every week or every day. And it really made me laugh thinking about that, yeah, there's probably a lot of the like classic cocktails got invented that way. If you're live on the comments, are you a margarita fan? I'm curious. But what I found really interesting about this too was that one of the stories, like one of the main stories that I heard most often about the margarita was that it was invented in 1938 by a restaurant owner called Carlos Herrera, and he wanted to impress this showgirl, and the showgirl's name was Marjorie King. It really made me laugh reading that because I was like, oh, that's my middle name is Marjorie. And funny enough, yeah, Sophie, I like a good margarita. That's awesome. Yeah, funny enough, I went, the new Taylor Swift album came out. I talked about her last week too, I know. But there's a song on the album called Marjorie. And I just, like, all these Marjories are popping up. Do you ever find that when you're, like, reading something or getting into something and, like, the same things pop up over and over again? So there's this theme this week about Marjorie. And, yeah, so I decided to call this one the Margarita. And it's a combo of chocolate and mint. So it's definitely like an interesting drink. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can actually see what you guys are writing when you're writing. So let's get started. Sorry if I'm a little flustered. I'm still like feeling sad that the first live didn't work. But we've got, well, I got to show you these glasses too. Look at these amazing glasses. So these are from Vintagerous, my mom's shop. She can't be here tonight, but I'll get her to tell me what these glasses are, and I can put them in the description below. But I think they'll just be absolutely perfect for these margaritas. And what's one thing that, oh, yay, Joanne, you made it. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so sorry. So we're making margaritas, by the way. And the first thing we always do, what's the first thing I teach you guys to do when we make a cocktail? This is a skill testing question for you now that you've been here a few weeks. Anyways, it's to garnish the glass first. So what we're gonna do, I've got this sad little old lime that needs to be used. So this will be perfect for just rimming the glass. So you want some juice on the rim of the glass to stick to the sugar. Now in here, I've got a mixture of white sugar, and then I made a little bit of a mole style spice minus the cumin. So if you Google a mole spice, it's a combination of chocolate, cinnamon, cumin, and cayenne pepper. Or no, sorry, chili pepper. I took out the cumin. You don't really want cumin in a sweet cocktail. So this is just, and then I just added white sugar to it. You can also add cocoa nibs if you want it like definitely kind of crunchier. So I added a little bit of that too, but I crushed the cocoa nibs so they were a little bit more fine. So that's what we're gonna rim the glass with. It's gonna have like this chocolatey flair. And then I'll show you what I'm gonna do to the drink. So basically, to rim the glass, what I like to do is I like to cut my lime in half and then add a little slice in the lime. And what that will do is you can just get the juice right around the glass. I like a lot of rim. I was doing a lot of research on margaritas, and apparently it's like known, yeah, 18% of mixed drink sales in the United States are margaritas. Not shocking. Some of the purists will say don't rim the entire glass if you're doing it with salt, especially because you don't want the salt necessarily always getting into the drink and ruining the drink. This is sugar. I'm going to want a lot of it, so I'm not going to listen to them. Oh, look at that. That worked really well. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, you're going to put your glass aside. My other trick for making cocktails is to take your ice out of the freezer for a few minutes. So we are going to do the shaken. I'm curious too. Do you guys prefer margaritas shaken or blended? We're going to do shaken today. I put the ice in here, but you can also do it blended. And we need our little gel glasses. And then we're going to do one other thing with the garnish, which I will start now, I think, actually, and then we can finish it at the end. But we're going to put some actual fresh mint in as a garnish. Now, I bought it at like in one of these clamshells at the store, and it's like some of it's a little brown, so you just want to make sure to pull off the pieces that are brown and kind of fluffen up the leaves. And again, it's good to get the garnish done ahead of time so your drink's not like getting watered down. Ooh, Becca likes it shaken, I do too. And then the other thing I learned is to really get mint. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. You want to kind of release the flavors. So once I make the drink, we're going to just shake the mint to kind of release the flavors and put it at the top of the cocktail. And the other step is, so see this one, how there's some leaves kind of at the bottom here? We don't want those because we want it to stand up in the drink. So we're going to do it like that. And this one's perfect. And then you want to kind of cut it so that the ends are kind of off and they're even. Like so. Okay. So that's that. We're going to put the garnish off to the side. Now we're going to make the margarita. So you're going to just put, don't worry, my hands are clean. You're going to put a little bit of ice in the, actually, I'm changing my mind here. I don't know why I put it in the big part. You want to put it in the little part of the shaker. So you got your ice off to the side. You're going to put your drink in here. So we're going to start with, and if you want to follow along, the recipe is in the little, no, it's not in this one. I will put the recipe in the description of this chat. It's in the description of my old one. So you're going to do 2 shots of tequila. The other thing that I learned when I was doing my research on margaritas is the combo is 3-2-1. So 3 parts tequila, 2 parts triple sec or Grand Marnier, and 1 part lime. I'm adjusting that a little bit because it's just, that's a lot of booze. Not quite ready for that much. So we're going to do 2 shots of tequila because this is just for me. And I've tested this, so it's good. And then triple sec. Some people will say, I know a lot of people that don't like triple sec. So if you don't like triple sec, you can use Grand Marnier or any sort of orange liqueur. And we're just going to use half a shot of this. And the reason being is you can also do, you don't want it as boozy, you can make your own simple syrup. And I did this with agave. So it's just 1 part agave, 1 part hot water. So it's liquid. And because we want it sweet, we're going to do 1 shot of that. And if you want it like extra minty, you can use a mint tea bag. steep the hot water, like make a tea, and then put the agave in it. I tried it like that and it was good. It was very minty though. I don't know if I want mine quite as minty today, so I'm not going to use that. This tequila is a reposado tequila. Now don't get me, I need to do my research on the types of tequilas because there's Blanco and reposado. The liquor store that I went to recommended the reposado. It's the way that it's distilled in the barrel. Apparently it's like a little bit better flavor, or not better flavor, but a kind of richer flavor. So this brand is, what is it? Hecho Envasado. I'm not entirely sure. Espo? Espo. I don't know if it looks like it's made from Mexico. So it's like, and it wasn't too expensive. It was like $35, which for Canada is not too bad. Oh, hey, Sarah, you made it. Thank goodness. Thank you for finding me.
You're welcome.
Oh, my phone thought your name was something else. I'm not going to say it again because it's going to go off. Oh, Hesho means made. Ah, thank you, Sophie. Again, if you wanted a little bit minty, you can kind of scrunch up a mint leaf and throw that in there too. So we've done our tequila, 2 shots, half a shot of triple sec, and then 1 shot of the simple syrup. Now we are going to do the other thing is, what's another hint for margaritas, if you guys know, while I get something else ready here. There's one other thing that's like makes a really, really good margarita. It's pretty obvious, but see if you guys know it. Do, 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 do. While I wait for your guessing game, I got this at the liquor store too. This is the Hella Cocktail Company brand. It's based in, I want to say, the United States as well. I actually was talking to them today because I found them on Instagram. And this is a vegan bitters. And listen to the ingredients: water, alcohol, cocoa nibs, coffee, chili, spices, and Genetian Angelica root. And they have this amazing cocktail recipe on the back with whiskey, vermouth, and this chocolate bitters. Gin or beer? Ooh, those would be good. Yeah, I've seen people put beer in their margaritas and it being really good. But no, I'm going on a total, it's something to do with lime. What's the best method of using lime? Anyways, I'm going to put 4 shots or 4 little squirts in there for the chocolate bitters. This is optional. But if you want to give it that really chocolatey flavor, you can get the chocolate. I think I'm going to just tell you guys. Fresh lime. Good job. Good job, Sophie. Yes, fresh lime. I think this lime is still good, to be honest. So I'm going to use it, and we're going to make 1 shot of fresh lime if you can. If your limes are hard, you can either stick them in the microwave or just with your hands roll them so they're nice and soft. And I love this juicer. It gets most of the lime juice out of it. So I'm going to juice directly in here. Yes, fresh, Rebecca. Very important. If you don't have fresh lime, I'll forgive you. This is a really good brand, Lakewood. I have this on the side just in case this lime was not good, but it's looking to be okay. And what a great way to use your extra lime. We only need 1 shot for this drink of lime, I mean. So I think that might be enough. Usually half, is it half or full lime? I think we're gonna need the full lime, and that will give you 1 shot. Or sorry, 3/4 shot. Getting my recipe wrong. So 1 1/2 lime. we'll do 3/4 shot. I'm gonna add that in there. Okay, ready to shake. Oh yeah, I always put the bitters in before, Becca. I don't know if that's, I'm not the best bartender. I'm learning as I go. It's probably like, people are probably looking at me being like, oh no, that's not right. But yeah, I like putting the bitters in before. Okay. See, this is also why I'm not a good bartender. Thanks, Kate. Yeah, me too, me. So we've got our ice here, and we're gonna just put the remainder. I like it very, very icy. It's probably enough. And then we're gonna strain into the glass. Oh, there's a little bit left. This glass is on the smaller side, so. Yeah, I think it's better that way, but. Okay, so we're gonna whack our mint leaves, and this is gonna release the juices down the vein. And the trick for this, from my research I did, was, and I'm gonna just cut off the ends a little bit more. That way, the nice thing with a garnish is you want it to be, when you're sipping the drink, when you're bringing it up to your mouth, you want to just like inhale the senses of it, right? So that's why they suggest. Oh, look at that, guys. I am impressed with myself yet again. Do, do, do. Cheers, everyone. Are you drinking a cocktail now too? I sure hope so. Now that the trick is how to drink this without ruining it. Joanne, you handle the herbs better than I handle my baby. You gotta handle your herbs very delicately. This is really good, guys. Now, if you can't find chocolate bitters, or you don't want to invest in chocolate bitters, I've also seen people put just like the classic citrus bitters, Angostura bitters in there, and it being really nice. If you want that kind of like chocolate hit, you could just put mix a little bit of the cocoa powder blend or whatever in with the simple syrup too, and make it more of like a chocolatey simple syrup. But this is nice because it's still like, the thing with a margarita is the lime really shines through. So this, I didn't want to overpower it with too much chocolate or too much mint. So throwing one leaf in to muddle was a good idea, because it just added a little bit of mint, and then having the mint on the top, and then the chocolate rim just gives it that little punch. So thank you so much for joining. I got myself some virtuous pie tonight to enjoy with my cocktail, because, you know, every week I have to have some sort of fun thing to eat. So I got these garlic knots. I don't know if you've had these before. They have them, I don't know if they have them where you are, Sophie, but Vancouver and Victoria has it. It's so good. Yeah, Kate, it's the best. So it's a fully vegan pizza place, and they have pizzas. I got to show you my pizza. Ooh. So this is called the holiday pie, and it's got miso gravy, like fake chicken bits, cranberry sauce. It's like a holiday pizza. And I got one for my dad too. Dad, I hope yours comes soon. Because my dad had a very, busy week this week. So we're going to eat our pizzas together. I'm curious what you guys are going to do for the holiday season too. Like, I love the idea of ordering the same food and like eating it virtually with someone and taste testing or making a cocktail together. I'm going to do that tomorrow night with my family. It's my birthday on Monday, and it's my cousin's birthday. Shout out Megan. Her birthday was yesterday. So we're going to do cocktails together. And I'm probably going to make this one again or share a recipe with my family. So that's a nice way of staying connected even though you're far apart. I'm curious what you guys are up to. Yeah, and Virtue's Pie, they have, Vancouver, Victoria, Toronto. It started in Portland. So if you're American and you're close to Portland, or you can go there at some point, that's another great place to check out. I love it. It's so good. Anyways, that ends this portion of the Spin the Wheel holidays. I'm going to do this again maybe next year because it's so much fun. And I'm sorry, I'll get the whole like technical thing figured out because that was not fun. But I really appreciate you sticking on and finding me and joining along this challenge. I'm wishing you all the best for the holiday season. I know it's a tough one for many, so hopefully we can all drink a virtual cocktail together and enjoy it together. And and I'm gonna take a couple weeks off of, I'll be on social media, but I won't be like posting content probably till the new year, but I've got lots of things planned. So I really look forward to connecting with you in the new year. And thank you so much again for all your support on this channel so far and watching my cocktails. And if you haven't yet, like this video and subscribe to my channel because it really does help get more people finding my content, and then I can make more things. So thank you so much. Loves and kisses, and we'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.